beauty wasn't just something you looked at? What if it was something that moved people, quietly, instinctively, all at once? Because the moment BTS's Jin appeared on the cover of Marie Claire's February issue, something extraordinary unfolded. Not loudly, not chaotically, but with the kind of certainty that only happens when the world already knows what it wants. Before the magazine even reached shelves, before anyone could physically hold it in their hands, history had already been written. As soon as pre-orders opened, all 7 versions of Marie Claire's February issue surged straight to the top of bestseller charts. Not gradually, not over days, instantly. Real-time rankings collapsed under demand, followed by weekly and monthly charts that left no room for doubt. On Aladdin, the issue claimed #1 across every major category, a rare achievement that signaled more than popularity, it signaled devotion. On Yes 24, it ranked first in overall sales and weekly sales, standing just behind a daily religious staple in monthly rankings. At Kyobo Bookstore, it swept the magazine category entirely. Across Korea's major online bookstores, the story repeated itself again and again, as if the outcome had been decided long before the numbers appeared. Fans didn't call it a coincidence. They called it the genie effect. But numbers alone don't explain why. Then the cover images were released, and everything changed. The world was met with Jin in his most refined form yet. His visuals, already legendary, seemed to cross another boundary, sharp yet soft, powerful yet impossibly gentle. Every detail felt intentional. The posture, the gaze, the quiet confidence that doesn't demand attention but somehow commands it anyway. His collaboration with luxury jewelry house Fred, where he serves as a global ambassador, elevated the shoot beyond fashion. This wasn't just a celebrity wearing jewels, it was harmony between elegance and restraint, luxury and sincerity. The jewelry didn't overpower him, it followed him. And the internet reacted the only way it could. Comments flooded in, not just praising his beauty, but questioning it. People openly wondered how someone could exist with such balance, such unreal proportions, such calm intensity. Words like goddess of beauty and world's most handsome man resurfaced. Not as exaggeration, but as shorthand for something fans felt but couldn't fully explain. It wasn't obsession. It was admiration tinged with awe. The reaction was so overwhelming that Marie Claire itself shifted course. Their official website headers changed, their YouTube channel banners changed. X, Naver TV, their blog, every digital doorway was replaced with Jin's image. Not as a promotional strategy, but as a response to reality. This was the image people wanted to see. This was the face driving the conversation. And just when it felt like the moment couldn't grow any larger, it did. In Japan, a story years in the making finally reached its climax. Fashion magazine Spur, after countless requests from readers, selected Jin as their January 2026 cover model. The anticipation was already intense, but the outcome still shocked the industry. The issue debuted as a #1 bestseller on Amazon Japan the moment pre-orders opened. Physical copies sold out rapidly, including at Kyobo Bookstore, confirming once again that Jin's influence knows no borders. Different country, different market, same result. Wherever Jin appears, magazines don't just sell, they disappear. They become collector's items, memories pressed between glossy pages. Proof that someone was there at the moment culture shifted, even slightly. What makes this even more remarkable is the absence of noise. There's no controversy fueling the attention, no forced virality, no manufactured drama. Jin doesn't demand space, he simply occupies it, and people follow. There is a warmth to him that softens the grandeur, a sincerity that keeps admiration from turning distant. He feels aspirational, yet close, untouchable, yet familiar. And that balance, rare, fragile, powerful, is what keeps the world watching. This isn't about one magazine cover, or one record-breaking sale. It's about consistency, about trust, about a presence so steady that people respond before they even realize they've reached for their wallets. Some celebrities trend, some icons endure. And then there are those rare figures who don't just appear on a cover, but transform it into an event. Jin doesn't chase the spotlight waits for him. And every time it does, the world quietly proves it was worth the wait.